Alright, hello, this is a demonstration of this particular slightly buggy LabelWriter. This is a Dymo LabelWriter Twin Turbo. I have no idea if the bugs that this thing in particular is experiencing are related to it being the legacy version of this particular piece of equipment, or if it's software, or it's this individual unit. This individual unit does seem to have a couple of issues, and one of which is the lever over here. There should be a second one right there. There is not. I do not know why. However, this has a couple issues. And that's the reason I don't have a belt on it. It likes to feed two of these through every single time it runs, which is why I have this strip of two, because there's no way to run things back more than one. And in fact, in this particular unit, these buttons will work sometimes, and other times they won't work at all. So we're just going to demonstrate this, show that this is in fact printing. It does print most of the time, and it should usually print one label, but it does require an older piece of software. This will be, I'm going to leave this inside. This says need software. Need software is version 8.5.4, 1913. This is the legacy version, which I spelled wrong. I'm going to fix that and give you one of these that's correct. But yeah. Sorry, Also, yes, this is printed because I was testing this earlier and it was giving me a lot of trouble. But yeah, we're going to print out of the left side first. So, print. And there's that little label. As you can see, it does print. It does have a bad habit of running. If you have a strip of these, it will print one, and then run another label through, blank. However, you can load these labels in one at a time, which is what I'm doing. So these things flashing mean that it doesn't have something properly loaded, or it doesn't have anything loaded at all. You have to load these in with the label down. This side over here does not work at all, in fact, it seems. Yeah, it should do that. But yeah. Or it does. At this point, I'm just confused with this machine. This machine has been very buggy about what it will and will not do. I don't know why. I don't know if it is the software is causing problems, but I think it is the unit itself has some sort of problem in it. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But it does, in fact, print. And so I'll close this top. I don't think it actually cares, but I'll print out that same label again. Oh, if I can remember to... My continuous problem of forgetting to switch from left to right. So, we're now going to print out of the right. There you go. Both sides do print. It is just that they're a bit buggy about exactly when they'll print. Also, as you might notice, where they will print. They feed kind of weirdly. They do vary it. They do cut off on the bottom sometimes. But that is mostly because this is an old unit. It doesn't have the guides in it. You can fix that. The feeds, mostly if you're making absolutely sure that you're putting it against the side very precisely and are lining it correctly. I'm just showing you that it runs. it does in fact plug into a computer and print. That's all that we're demonstrating here. So it does print. It does have a couple issues, as I've told you. I don't feel like demonstrating those because they're not consistent issues. That's one of the things. It's like I could print a ton of labels and it will work just fine, and then for some reason it won't print for a little while. It has a gremlin of some kind, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, just wanted to keep you aware of exactly what it is that is wrong. What exactly the failure mode of this particular device is. I don't know what's wrong. Like I said, a gremlin. I don't know what it is, but it's doing something. But yeah. These labels. I gotta put these in here. I gotta put one of these in here. Which of these is better? This one's better. I'll leave that in there. That just says what software it needs. Because it does need that older version of software. This will not talk to the newer version of software. It's very annoying. And they don't have drivers. It's just the drivers are built. The software will only talk to certain units. So, that's this particular Dymo unit. I'm going to... but that's it. There's not much else to say about this. But yeah. It does work, which is the weird thing. I have no idea. I'm sorry, I'm seeing a bit exasperated. This is one of those things where this has been fighting me for whatever reason. I don't know what exactly it's doing. But yeah, it does in fact print. Which does print. It does generally function. It has a gremlin in it somewhere. And if you want to work on that gremlin, you can. And just remember, the software that you need is this one right here. Well, yeah. Thank you for coming.